In a recent update to my last video on Kris Tyson's situation, streamers get called out for being radio silent on Kris Tyson's allegations, that being Pokimane and Valkyrae, and this was due to both streamers jumping on Dr. Disrespect when his allegations come out with zero evidence, calling Doc yuck and Dr. Disgusting. Now earlier today, both streamers tweeted out at the same time about Kris Tyson in the following tweets.
I don't know all the details regarding the Ava situation, but I want to make it clear, any inappropriate behavior towards minors is unacceptable, regardless of who you are. It's a shame that people will see this as an opportunity to attack the trans community as a whole. One person's actions does not reflect on every single trans person, so please don't view it that way. I'm still in the process of moving, so I haven't been able to fully keep up. But in the meantime, since I've been tagged a bunch, pedophiles, bad, trans, equal pedo. The actions of one trans person does not mean all. Sucks to see so many anti-trans people act as if it does. I'm hoping Ava speaks up. Dr. D is still gross. Lastly, to the incels that only tag Pokey and I to speak up, even though everybody did after D did himself. You're weird. Focus your hate towards the pedos, for once. This is why all of your favorite influencers are fake and have no backbone. Doc gets accused with talking inappropriately to a minor with no evidence. Everyone attacks him and runs his name through the mud. He loses sponsors, partners, everything before a drop of proof is presented. Kris has actual proof, screenshots, recordings, both audio and video, a confession from a victim, and everyone who jumped Doc is silent. Where's the energy? Where's the outroar? Everyone who hasn't said a word should be ashamed. You're soft and pathetic. Grow a pair.
After Pokimane and Valkyrae drama, people in Hassan's chat asked him to talk about Kris Tyson's situation, but he refused to speak on it. Here's a clip.
Has Hassan talked about Mr. Beast Kris? Think about this. This is no different than the Cody Co shit where people were just like, hey, I know that the current sitting president dropped out of the re-election campaign in the most historic thing that has happened in this election cycle, in a sea of historic things that have happened so far. Has Hassan talked about Mr. Beast Kris? Oh no, don't ban me. Just a question. I'm not going to ban you. I do want you to really think about it though. As a political commentator, do you think personally that right now I'm going to be talking about YouTubers? If it was someone you hate, you'd be talking about them? There are plenty of people I hate, and I don't talk about them in times like this because unfortunately for you, weirdo drama perverts, okay? Unfortunately for you, there are 50,000 other adults here that actually are coming in here for political
It's crazy. A lot of these creators are turning a blind eye to it or don't know details. No one wants to get cancelled. Everyone is scared of the LGBTQ community. Hassan Abi refusing to speak out against Kris Tyson for being a pedophile, but was quick to call out Nick Merckx on the Dr. Disrespect being a pedo. Moist Critical is not going to talk about the Kris situation because he wants the Mr. Beast collab. Sneeko goes off on YouTuber Penguin Zero. Is Charlie scared to address it?
Yo, look out. Moist Critical is not going to go talk about the Kris situation because he wants to have the Mr. Beast collab. Bro, you're going to talk about every other trending situation, Dr. Disrespect, Sneeko, anything that goes viral goes on your main channel. Kris, the associate of the biggest YouTube channel in the world, you do a 4-minute clip on your second channel. Stop coping and be a journalist if you're going to be a journalist, or just say that you want to have the collab. Stop lying.
People are asking me why I care so much about the Kris Tyson situation. This person has had one of the largest astroturf careers in all of YouTube history, appearing in videos with hundreds of millions of views. They have been invited to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, etc. Not only do I find their actions to be outright disgusting, but I also find it disgusting that creators are disincentivized to speak out about predatory behavior that they would otherwise condemn because it would potentially burn the Mr. Beast bridge. I also think that creators are choosing to neglect this because they don't want the bad optics of calling out one of the largest trans influencers. Ultimately, this is not about brand deals or Mr. Beast or anti-trans rhetoric. It is about maintaining consistency in unequivocally disavowing and condemning predatory behavior. Hay sits on Twitter all day, finds a topic that 90% of the platform agrees to it, and makes a YouTube vid out of it, with no studying, no going out his way to search up facts. He is cancel culture himself. These 4 streamers need to be left in 2024. Wish people would actually bother checking if I've talked about something. I talked about it last night on stream, while it was all unfolding, and posted a short edit from the discussion, so even brain-rotted idiots can watch the full thing and see how horrible it is. I'll also be making a full video on it as well, which I said too. I'm honestly shocked Sneeko isn't defending all of this, considering he's been arguing against the age of consent for a while now.
While editing this video, a new update come through from Kris Tyson admitting to the allegations and Valkyrae's response in the following tweets.
I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments, if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. I was hoping for a more detailed response, but glad Ava is overall stepping away from Mr. Beast's team disappointing and disgusting.
Destiny calls out Kris Tyson.
Okay. I'm a woman, and then instantly hearing, no, you're not. Because in my head, I fought with...
Can I listen, okay? And this isn't, I'm not even singling her out because she's trans, all right? Because I see women on camera do this as well, all right? Somewhere over the past 10 years, it became acceptable to have the most insane foundation mismatch ever, all right? Either wear a turtleneck or match your goddamn foundation. This is like 20 shades off. Unacceptable. This is almost blackface, okay?
In her case, she is literally just a lightning rod for these people, and she's never going to have a normal life if she remains online in a public-facing way. This is blowing up over simple, edgy tweets and jokes. People are signal boosting, most of which come from creators who have definitely defended others, and even their own similar jokes from the years this all takes place. Seemingly every month or so, her name gets brought up, either trying to defame Mr. Beast or attack her directly. Most people can't handle that sort of attention, even on small scale. I can't even imagine the magnitude she's getting, being tied to one of the biggest content creators in the world.